Hi everyone, it's Sandy again from Ryerson Rescue Ranch. So today I am going to introduce you to my new Betta. I know, it's the last thing I needed. However, look at him. He's absolutely magnificent. And trust me, the camera doesn't even do him justice. I mean, he is like a metallic turquoise. And he's a little baby. He's just so pretty, I couldn't say no to him. So he is actually a rosetail. So I'm excited to see what his finnage comes out like. And he is actually rooming here with Sir Edward, who's hiding at the moment. They had quite a day yesterday. So, and I'll tell you what happened. So you remember this 10-gallon tank. So originally I had Edward and Moses in here. So you'll notice that Moses is actually absent from this tank. He's fine. He's absolutely fine. So what I was attempting to do with this 10-gallon tank is I was going to put all three in here. And that does go against my cardinal rule of nothing less than 5 gallons. And that's what I get for going against my cardinal rule. So the universe zapped me. So I had, you see the one divider in here, so obviously I had to get another one. Put that in there. I did not take the fish out or the water or anything. I didn't do anything with the tank other than put the divider in. So it had been working fine with this one, with Edward and Moses in here. And when I put the second one in, it seemed to be doing pretty well. I put it in there. I waited 10 minutes. I made sure everybody was stable and the tank was good and great. Because when I first got this little guy, I just had him in a little 3-gallon tank that I have, just temporary. I mean, I quarantined him anyway, so it kind of worked out. But I was anxious to get him, in his new home. So had 2 dividers in here, had Moses and Edward in here. I had waited, like I said, 10 minutes, 15 minutes to make sure everything was good. Put this guy in here. I think we're gonna call him Ramses, but I'm not sure. That could change. I don't know. If you guys can come up with a better name to kind of coexist with Moses, then yeah, I'm open to it. But anyway, so that's what we're going to call him today. So I put him in there, and all 3 were in there, and I'm like, okay, that looks pretty good. Start clearing everything up, and I hear a crack. Yeah, the tank cracked from the pressure of the 2 dividers because I didn't do it correctly. You really need to empty out the tank completely when you're putting in a new divider. I don't know why, just that's what I was told, so I kind of messed that up. So the tank cracks, I hear the crack, so now water is gushing out of the front of the tank. I've got bettas in there, so I have to scramble to get containers, pitchers, a gallon pitcher to hurry up, scoop these guys out, put them in there. Now Ramses, he's little, he's baby, so that's fine, but I mean, Moses and Edward, they're monsters. They're big and they're beautiful and they have a lot of finnage. Sir Edward, if you remember, he's a gorgeous Dumbo. So, yeah. So, I get them out first. Then I have to clean up the mess of, 10 gallons of water. I mean, it wasn't gushing out like the Titanic or anything, but, I had to move pretty quickly. So, I get that done. And now I've got 3 bettas who are completely stressed out. And, oh, look at them flaring. You go. You go with your bad self. Oh, maybe I will call him Ramses. Acting all... Maybe Goliath. Hey, maybe Goliath, because he's acting all tough. Yep. Just renamed the fish right here. But anyway, so yeah, it was a pain in the neck because there was a lot going on. These guys are crammed in little pitchers. I've got a mess on my hands. So remember, I'm going to say it again because I usually say it in every video, always have a backup plan, right? So I knew I had a 5-gallon fluval spec tank in the garage. So I go and I grab that. Wow, he's really flaring. He's gorgeous. See what I mean? How could I say no? I grabbed the tank out, I set that up, and I put Moses in it. So here is the fluval tank. It's actually set up in our bedroom, but yeah. So it's funny, when we first got Moses, this is actually where he started. He started in this fluval tank with that statue thing, and you can see him in there. He absolutely loves that thing. I think he's so happy to have that back. He's fine, but he's sulking, maybe. Or maybe he's still sleeping, I don't know. But so I get him set up in this one, which then left me with two guys in two pictures. So Edward was in a picture, and Goliath. I do kind of like that. Goliath in pictures. So I'm like, okay, great. I'm gonna go ahead and I had to get another tank. I mean, I had to buy another 10-gallon. That I did not have a backup plan for. So the only other tank I have in the garage is a 28-gallon tall. I'm not putting these guys in there. So had to go to Petco, buy another tank. That's why the substrate's different on this. So this is where we are today. So we've got a new fish. Hi, Edward. Isn't he fun? Wait, I'm going to shut out the light. Hang on. Sorry about that. Way too much glare. So that's where we are. We now have them settled. I like to keep them all together. I just think it's fun to look at them all together, but I was too afraid, even though the tank, obviously the new tank would have been completely emptied, I was just too afraid to go ahead and do it again. So, and I do like at least the 5-gallon rule for my betas. I'm not judging those who don't, really not. It's just a personal preference. It's something that I like for these guys. He is like flared. Might do Hercules too. Now all these names are popping into my head, so I don't know. Yeah, you'll have to stay tuned for that. But help me name this guy. He has teal, turquoise, metallic. He's just like a rainbow of colors. He's just so gorgeous. But yeah, he was not happy. Oh my goodness. It's been a while since I've had a baby beta, because these guys are a little bit easier to pick up, especially my gorgeous boy, Sir Edward, excuse me. I can usually just grab him with my hand with no problem. He's not the fastest swimmer at all, but yeah, so that's what we have going on here now. So we've got another new beta, and I think in this video I've gone through like 3 names already, so I don't know. It's hard, you know, you kind of find the name and it sticks, and I'm getting to know his personality. I mean, I've only had him for a few days, but, you know, now I can kind of see what his personality is. So, yeah, drop some names. Let's see what we can come up with. I was hoping he would flare. But I think with that rosetail, I think he's going to be really, really handsome. So those are my 3 betas. I'm really happy with them. I love these fish. I love all of my fish. That's Edward's little snail. We got to get this guy a snail. But yeah, there we go. So they're done with having the camera in their face, because I've been doing it all morning, a little photo shoot. But I'm pretty excited to bring you that news. So the moral of the story is, if you want to divide in a tank, I would strongly recommend doing it on an empty tank, because I'll tell you, when I put this divider in the brand new empty tank with nothing in it, piece of cake, no problem at all. I did have to trim it ever so slightly, but it was a piece of cake to put it in. So that's really the way to do it. I tend to be more on the impatient side, so that's just me, but I'm not doing it again. Yeah, bud. Yeah, these fish are fun. So anyway, I hope everybody is having a blessed day. And I thank you again for watching. If you haven't already done so, please hit the subscribe button. I really do value all of your input and engagement. We'll have a few more things coming up. Going to be able to get out and be a little more mobile. I don't know when I'll be posting this video, but June 7th I'll be having my total hip replacement. So it's been a little hard for me to get out and be mobile and do things on camera. So I am very optimistic that in the very near future that's all going to change. So you're funny. So I appreciate you being on patient, and don't forget to hit the little notification bell too. Typically I do upload every Tuesday, but you never know, something might pop, and once I get to be more mobile, we could be doing them every day. I don't know, you never know what goes on at the ranch. So I don't know if you can see her, but look at that angel. Seriously, Gracie Lee darling, by my side all the time. Look at that little face. Hi, love. Say hi, everybody. Say thank you for watching. Seriously. Crazy cute. And on that note, bye.